Empower family. Thanks for tuning in. I am here. This is Conscious Kingdom signing in for yet another Black business interview for our YouTube series, Ubuntu. Again, that means I am because we are. So we are using our platform to just politic and vibe with other Black business owners and just shine light on everybody that's out here just doing things for the culture and just uplifting us as a people. I am so excited today to have this beautiful queen. She is multifaceted, has a lot of things going on, but today we're going to dig into Blaque Alchemy as well as a little bit more information on intuitive veggies. How are you, queen?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here to talk with you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining me. So, can you give us a little more, just a brief introduction of who you are, what your background is, and what led you into the different lanes that you do travel in?
Absolutely. So my name is Dari. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm 25 years old. I am a Norfolk State student. I graduate this December.
Yes.
Class 17, you know. And I am involved. I'm a tarot reader. I do work with the tarot. I like to flip cards, tell y'all your future. I've been doing that since I was 16. And I also have a crystal jewelry company where I make crystal jewelry. Where I make crystal jewelry. I wrap the crystals in copper and send the healing and positive vibes to people. Web-based right now. And then another project that I'm doing is Intuitive Veggies with a queen named Shonda. And we're at Conscious Planet, which is 2718 Granby Street in Norfolk, Virginia. And we are just sending out vegan food to everybody so that you can eat healthy, so you can feel good and be empowered.
I love it. The piece that I'm wearing, you probably saw me, you'll see me wearing it every day. But I mentioned it in the review that I did of Conscious Planet, so definitely check that out as well. So I guess what sparked your interest initially in the tarot and just, working with crystals? How would it spark that interest?
When I was 16, I had what I think a lot of people know or like to call like an awakening, where things in my life changed. I had some deaths in my family, and I just witnessed some really low vibrating things, and I just wanted to overcome that adversity. And so I was meditating, praying, reading, watching YouTube videos, learning about conspiracies, and I just wanted to self-empower myself so that I could be stronger and be better. And so the tarot, I actually picked up me and my best friend, my cousin. She's like a sister to me, and there's like some dogma around tarot that's kind of like, oh, it's satanic, it's bad. And so we decided to collab together and explore it in a safe way, in a positive way, and to see if we could use it and incorporate it into our lives positively and to help people.
Yes.
So I started that, and then just exploring the tarot, that's how I fell into crystals. One of my friends one day came up to me and she said, hey, do you know about these crystals? And I touched a piece of amethyst and it changed me. And I never wanted to let it go, so I just stayed consistent.
Okay, so for someone who isn't familiar with crystals and how they work, can you just do kind of like a crystals 101, kind of like explain
Absolutely
their power and how you can use them to be beneficial?
Yes. So crystals have metaphysical properties. Everything has metaphysical properties in our reality, period, point blank. But the crystals happen to be pure, and they can raise your vibration. So you can look at it like good luck, or you can look at it like just having that buddy with you all the time who centers you and keeps you on balance. But what they do is they heal you. They can heal your physical body. They can help you with addiction. They can bring peace to you if you have anxiety. They can also help bring clarity to situations. They work with the subtile energy, so there's no quantum leaps with it. Like, they're not going to overnight change your experience. But as you open up to the crystals, they slowly but surely help you.
I love it. And I am so honored that she was able to make this for me.
Yes.
After my tarot, she saw some things that, I should probably be cognizant of, providing me with the crystals to help manifest the great opportunities that I have coming and everything. Like, it was amazing. It was so intuitive.
You know.
So with it, because I know you said, you do tarot and the crystals, so can you just speak more to sort of the life coaching aspect of it? Like
yes, absolutely. So, with the tarot readings, the tarot is uncensored and it tells it like it is. Like, I can look into your life, I can tell you exactly what you need to work on. I can tell what chakras aren't aligned.
Yes.
Who in your life is dragging you down or holding you back. What you need to let go of. I can see all of that in the tarot just from a simple question. You could just ask me something like, what's tomorrow going to be like? And I can see your whole life. It depends on the person and where they are. Mm-hmm. But the life coach comes in because sometimes the answer to your tarot question isn't just as simple as, oh, he's cheating on you. Sometimes it's like this. It's more like, well, you're insecure and you're projecting your insecurities off onto your lover, and in order to deal with that, here are some things that you can incorporate to your life so that you can be stronger and so that you can overcome those insecurities, because we're spiritual beings living in this physical world, and we tend to forget that spirituality and physicality are immersed. So quite often your love life and your finances are entangled, or your success and your boyfriend are entangled, or your health and your wealth are entangled, but people don't make those kind of connections. So the life coach comes in to fill in the gaps.
I love it. And like I said, this queen is very, very on point. She was professional the entire way through, and she's right. It was uncensored, but it's so beneficial. I felt so much clarity and just like, it was just reassurance. Like, definitely check her out, y'all. She is great at what she does. Yes. So, one question I always like to ask, just because you're obviously all about, empowering our people and us just being better while we are in this physical realm. So, in your opinion, what would you say, or how would you mold, if you could make your own ideal Black community for us? What would that look like?
If I could make the ideal Black community, I think that first and foremost it would be based upon love and peace. I think that a lot of Black people feel like it's a competition, like we can't help each other. We face so much adversity for so many years. It's hard for us to uplift one another. And I think that the ideal community would be go out into the world and love one another and let's help each other out. I think that simple thing is just hard. It just is, especially once you get into the business world and there are other people who have similar products or similar things, services that you sell. It's just so like savage. Like, if we could just be more uplifting for one another, more empathetic to other people's feelings, more sensitive to everybody's emotions, and embrace emotion and peace, I think that we could go far.
I love it. I absolutely agree, Queen. I absolutely agree. So just some advice for someone who maybe, ignorance has such a negative connotation. So just someone who's unfamiliar and they're sort of in a turmoil right now, or a depressed state, or just going through a lot. What advice would you give them to at least just start exploring, the powers of crystals, and maybe, venturing out and getting a tarot reading? What advice would you give them to help them just start off? Because I know a lot of people are, like you said, they're afraid of it. They think it's linked to negative things. So what advice would you give them just like to start off, to lead them into taking that journey?
I would tell them to do their research first. Do your research, because you should never do anything that you don't approve of. If you don't have a positive relationship with something, don't do it. Just because somebody else says it. If you don't resonate with tarot, don't go get a reading, because it's going to be a negative experience for you, because that's just what it is. But if you're depressed and you're thinking about spirituality or getting into crystals, my advice is to meditate. There's nothing better that you can do for yourself. A lot of people say, I don't have time to meditate. You don't have time to not meditate.
Yes.
That's my advice. I meditate twice a day, every day. First thing when I wake up, last thing before I go to sleep. It keeps me grounded, it keeps me balanced, and it keeps my mind clear, because usually depression is just fear or anxiety or stress or worry. And in meditation, you lose all of that. You let all of that go. So meditation first, research first, meditation second, and then just love. The more you love yourself and everybody else, the easier everything is going to be.
I love it. I love it. I told y'all. Listen, she's amazing. She is amazing.
Thank you.
So, what are some things that we can look forward to with Blaque Alchemy as well as Intuitive Veggies? What's some things y'all got coming up?
So we definitely have a lot coming up this year. Blaque Alchemy, Intuitive Veggies, we'll be collaborating with Conscious Plan. Well, we already are, but we're going to be doing events. You can check us out on Instagram, Blaque Alchemy _ or Intuitive Veggies, whichever account. We're the same people, so it don't matter. But yeah, we're going to be doing positive events where we're going to be teaching people about being vegan, teaching people on how to eat healthy, how to raise your vibration. I also do a side project called Sundays where we do events twice a month, and we just like to get the young people out there, teach them about spirituality, teach them how to pray, how to make an altar, how to reach out to those ancestors out there and pay homage and respect, and just how to love and spread joy. So just follow Blaque Alchemy or follow Intuitive Veggies. You'll be able to find all of us.
Yes, definitely follow them. And all of this information will be in the bio as well, so y'all can link them and get all of that information. So, Conscious Kingdom, my brand, you know it's all about culture and consciousness. So I have to ask, what is your absolute favorite hip-hop song?
My absolute favorite hip-hop song would have to be Nas and Lauryn Hill, If I Ruled the World. I can play that all day, every day.
Yes.
I never get tired of it.
Classic,
I don't know why.
classic.
It's my favorite.
Classic.
Yes.
All right, Queen. Well, again, thank you so much for just vibing with me today. And if you could just repeat where everyone can find you and how they can get in touch with you.
Okay, so my personal Instagram for my life is Dariella. It's at DARIELLAAA. That's my personal one. And then my other business Instagram account is Blaque Alchemy, which is BLAQUE Alchemy ALCHMEY _
Okay.
And then there's Intuitive Veggies, which is just Intuitive Veggies. Yep.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure that you follow and link with this queen if you need to get if you need some guidance, you need tarot, you need crystals, you need food. She is the queen to talk to. Again, this is Conscious Kingdom with our YouTube series, Ubuntu, I Am, because we are. It's all about collaboration and collectiveness over competition. We in this together, y'all.
Yes.
Continue
Thank you
to
so
rise.
much for having me.
Thank
Peace,
you.
y'all.